in 1998, which is like a long time ago, I know, I was 28, no, 29. And I was 29 years old. I was doing the Kellogg MBA. I went undergrad Northeastern. I went to Kellogg for business school. I went to Kellogg with a plan to start a business, and I had no idea how to do it. I was like a supply chain guy, working at Stride Right, doing logistics, tracking shipments around the world, but I had an idea. Went to Kellogg, one-year MBA, kind of built classes around, learning about how to do all this stuff, finance and marketing, and find an engineer and all that stuff. Entered a business plan competition at Northwestern in the entrepreneurship class. Was determined to win it. Put a team together, drove them harder than like all the other kids who were in class, just messing around with different ideas about selling hot dogs and stuff like that. And worked the plan, worked the teachers, and I emphasize worked the teachers. They bring in, the judges from around Chicago to tell you if you guys, to review you and beat you up. We won the competition at Northwestern. So the prize for winning at Northwestern was a slap on the ass and the chance to go participate in this thing called the Moot Court competition. That used to at the time be as cool as the MIT competition. The prize at the Moot Court was 50 grand, had about 400 teams, and the MIT one was still very big, but they were like neck and neck. It was like Michigan and Ohio State football, to Brian's example. So worked hard, worked all during the March, April timeframe to prepare for this competition. Worked the plan, practiced. The school was great. They brought us people, the Kellogg alumni, to help us, in the mornings and at night, beat up our pitch, make sure we're thinking about our numbers and how do we think about this. And I was about as clueless a git as you could possibly imagine trying to put this together. So we get there, we show up, first round. First I got to mention there's 300 teams from around the world come with this. You get sent to a classroom with 5 other teams. You make it through the first round on the Thursday. You make it through the first round on the next round on the Friday. You give a 20-minute presentation and then 10 minutes Q&A. Make it through the third round on Saturday. It's like Aquila and the Bee, she's tapping. I'm trying to remember the page. Make it to the finals, 5 teams left. You wake up in the morning, you don't really think you're gonna get that far. I didn't really think it ahead. Show up the next morning, stains on the shirt, stay up all night preparing. 600 people in the room at UT Austin. Packed, crazy packed. And I'm sitting there, I'm like with my guy's like sweating, heat's coming down the side of his head. And we go through our pitch, we crush it. Preparation, etc. Long story short, walk off stage, literally turned, did the speech for 600 people, get the applause, walk off stage. 2 angel investors are sitting there waiting, got 2 checks on the spot, letter commitments for $250,000 each. And I was off as an entrepreneur. I thought it was always going to be that easy. Side note, 1998 started at the winner of the MIT competition at the MIT thing was a small company called Akamai. We all know how that did. We didn't do as well. We did all right. We just didn't do as well. But that we didn't win the contest. We lost to some rigged thing with some Georgia professor. Had some students doing something where you could neuter a dog or spay a dog with a shot. But we had the best. We won the best tech idea. We came in 3rd place. One of the stories of I got 500 grand. They got 50 grand. And the company was off. That company raised $80 million through the bubble years, doing the net supply chain software, tracking shipments around the world. It was called Solarix. It was my first company. Grew it to 200 plus people, 20 million in recurring revenue. It was quite a run during those years, those crazy years, up and down. But as a student, I always remember that story of working through a class, working on a business plan, and coming out with a $500,000 check. That was pretty cool. So anyone can do it. Because I was definitely, there's a guy here named Jeff in the corner who used to work for me, and he can tell you, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Since then, that was my first company. After that, I did a mobile company from the ground up, also venture-backed. And now, because apparently I'm getting old, I was brought in as the older adult supervision, as ironic as that is, to this new company, this other company, Going.com, by Bob Davis at Highland, who spoke earlier, and General Catalyst. And basically, it's a site that's there to do, hopefully you can figure out what's going on in your city, and connect with other people who like the same thing. So basically the whole premise is, you're living in New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco, lots of stuff going on. This isn't the things you find on Boston.com. It's not the Celtics are playing or the Knicks are playing or U2's coming to concert. This is kind of cool stuff going on. undiscovered things. And more importantly, the extra step is not just what to do, but you're 20-something years old, you want to meet other people who like the same thing. So there's a lot of, hey, did you know that, what's her name? Adriana also went to like the Obama rally and went to the MIA DJ set as well. And so try to introduce people also in the city who like the same things as you.